Check out this washing station that Junior mounted on his truck. How neat is that? Easy cleanup.
Howdy folks, I am Martha, and Dorothy and I welcome you to Hirschberger's Miracle Homestead. I am out here because we had some very exciting things happen here behind me and across the lane. We thought we'd bring you along and tell you about it as it's happening. After the outside work is done, we'll go into the kitchen and put together a Tater Tot Casserole that we had one evening for supper. And then we will have the Inspirational Golden Thoughts. So enjoy the video.
There was a lot of cleanup that needed to be done, some because of a storm, but mostly just needing a spring cleanup. Our brother Junior and his son own a construction company, and they so kindly had Junior bring some of their crew to get this project completed.
We have had quite a few thunderstorms this spring, and it's often accompanied with wind. In fact, last week we had one, and we were without power for almost 24 hours. We enjoy this big oak tree in our front yard. When we moved here in 2016, the branches were actually touching the ground. We are so blessed to have the privilege of living here at our miracle homestead. It truly is a miracle of how things came about that we are here. We'll leave a link where we give the story about our journey to our miracle homestead. We still have dreams for this area under the oak tree, but for now other things take priority, so we'll just keep on dreaming. There are 6 Bradford pear trees that line the one side of our lane, and while they are a beautiful tree, especially when they are in full bloom in the spring, they are invasive and would not be our first choice. In my opinion, a dogwood or a crepe myrtle would be a beautiful tree to have lining a driveway. Junior also takes care of bush hogging our fields for us, and so they just pull the tree limbs out into the field, and when Junior comes to bush hog, then he'll take care of those. We had gotten 40 bags of mulch, but we should have gotten just a couple more because the last 2 trees still need a little bit more mulch. But it won't take much for us to do that. That's just a smidgen of work compared to what these guys did today.
Something interesting. Scar right here. From a distance it looks like an animal's face.
Oh yeah.
Standing back here and looking at it. If you're up too close it doesn't. Looks like a snout and a nose and
Yeah.
This is an invention Junior made with his truck. He has a water tank under the truck and he can wash up.
They found our container gardening interesting and so took a little tour. And before they left, we appreciated it so much that they came in to meet Buddy, who is our special needs brother who had been watching from the living room window.
This is the evening of the day that they did the mulching and the trimming of the trees. It's always a good feeling when the rain falls and knowing you just had some hard work done. We thought we'd bring you along as we're throwing something together for supper. We do have a video on it. It's Tater Tot Casserole. So I'm just to throw it together and we'll leave a link for the Tater Tot Casserole. I think it'll go up here. Here's hamburger that was in the freezer. It was seasoned with salt and pepper. It also has chopped celery, onions, and bell pepper in it. The peppers and celery is not in the original recipe, but it doesn't really matter. You can just kind of throw together what you want. That's just a guideline. So we are going to start out with our cream and mushroom soup. We have an appointment in about 30 minutes, so we thought we'd get something together, ready to go in the oven. So supper will be taken care of. Milk. Oh yes, the tater tots are still in the freezer, but I'll get them out when we need them, which will be in a few minutes. I'm going to whisk this together. Green beans, cheddar cheese, hamburger, and now we'll just mix this all together. We feel very blessed. I don't always mention the spatulas come from a subscriber, and our Pampered Chef stoneware dish also comes from a subscriber. The last time I used this big stainless steel dish, someone asked where we got it from. They love it and they've been looking for one because it's either mother or grandmother had one very similar to it. And I said, I'd love to be able to tell them where to get one, but we don't know because this was also our grandmother's. So we've thoroughly enjoyed it already. All right, I'm just leaving this out and then I will need the tater tots. Since we have a video on this, I didn't necessarily bring you in to put everything together and go across the ingredients, but I think I'm going to bring you in to put the tater tots on. I'm just going to pour some on, then I will straighten them out a little bit. This is an unnecessary step, as Dorothy would say, but I like my tater tots in a row instead of just dumped on. So in a row they go, since I am the cook. When she is the cook, they just get dumped on. And both ways work, and she's over there chuckling. So do you think y'all would like to dump it on or line them up? Leave it in the comments. And if y'all want to see Dorothy just dump it on, she's the one that does the video on the link that we're going to leave. So you can go there and see how she does her tater tots. We are finishing up the bag. It was a big bag to begin with, but it was cheaper doing it that way than getting small bags. Now we're just a push and shove here. Oh, it's a reminder that timer was a reminder for me about our appointment. That will be in a few minutes. All right, since this is the end of the tater tots, I'm just going to shove them in here. Just stand a couple of them end for end, and that'll let room for another one. There we go, that's good enough. Okie dokie, the tater tot casserole is ready for the oven. We're just going to set it aside till it's time to turn the oven on and put it in for supper.
And here is our tater tot casserole. If we're having guests, we often put cheese on the top for the last 15 minutes of baking, but just for us, we let it just like it is. We grew up having homemade applesauce with almost every meal, and we still enjoy applesauce with casseroles.
And now for the golden thought. I thought, what a better place to be for the golden thought than out here, where all the work was done that was lifting our spirits and giving us a huge boost, a huge lift. And so the golden thought for today is you can be the hand that pushes people down, or you can be the hand that lifts people up. And this truly was a blessing and an uplifting experience for us. We knew we had this work to do, and for us to do it, it would have taken a lot longer than it did for these 4 energetic men that were here just whacking the work out. We truly appreciate and hope the Lord blesses them in a special way for their willingness to help us out and to lift us up. So again, the golden thought is you can be the hand that pushes people down, or you can be the hand that lifts people up. So let's be the uplifters. And it doesn't have to be in manual labor all the time. There's other ways that you can lift people up. And I think we all have times when people lift us up, and if there's a special moment that stands out to you, we would love to hear about it. Just leave it in the comments. Well, folks, we hope you've enjoyed this video. We hope you've been blessed, encouraged, and inspired. And until next time, God bless.